Greetings everyone. Let's talk about fear of the Lord. Let us read in the Proverbs chapter 10 verse 9. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom and understanding. The fear that the Bible is talking about in this book is for you to have fear, not for you to be afraid. You can only be afraid of something that can cause you harm or damage. So that is being afraid of something. Here the Bible is not saying that we should be afraid of God. Rather, the word is saying we should have fear. When you have fear of something that you respect. And in this case, it's reverence fear. It's fear out of respect. So as you are respecting God, you are showing that fear of respect. You don't want to behave anyhow because you respect this person. That is just an example I'm giving as we are reading Proverbs 9:10. That is about the fear of the Lord. Now let us go further by reading the book of Psalms 34 and verse 6. This poor man cried, and the Lord heard him and saved him out of all his troubles. You too, when you find yourself whereby you are experiencing so many troubles there and there, it's another thing for you just to cry out unto God. Remember, God is your maker, and there is nothing wrong for you to cry out unto him. We have just seen this biblical scripture whereby it says in verse 16, this poor man cried and the Lord heard him. You too, you can cry out to God and God will hear you. Let's continue. The angel of the Lord encamps round about them that fear God. When you fear God, when you have this reverence fear of respect, now you begin to attract everything that of godly nature to yourself. That is why it says that the angels of God, they are always around those who fear God. And let us continue. It says, taste and see that the Lord is good, and he is good indeed. Verse 9, oh, fear the Lord, all ye saints, for there is no want for them that fear God. And 13, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking bad things. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are open. Yes, the eyes of the Lord are open to the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry. What an encouragement. Because at times many of us, we think that God does not hear us. God hears us. He is our Father. He is our Maker. He is the one who is sustaining us. The fact that you are breathing, this breath of life, it is God who is making it possible for you to be alive. So when you have problems or whatever situation you are finding yourself in, just encourage yourself with things like Psalm 34. We read here that this poor man cried out unto God, and the Lord heard him. You too, you can cry out to God whatever situation you are going through. Remember, there is someone out there. There is this divine being who created you. So you can cry out to him and he will hear you. Your mother, your father, or your sister, your acquaintances, people, flesh and blood, they can distance themselves from you. They can abandon you, but your maker will never abandon you. Remember, God has a plan for your existence. Your existence on earth is not by accident. There is a divine force beyond your existence. God is the one who formed you in your mother's womb. Remember, the book of Jeremiah says that God knows us even before we were formed in our mother's womb, and he has a plan for our life. So you have to cry out to him when you are faced with situations that are beyond your natural strength. He will hear you and he will answer. Thank you so very much for your time. Remain blessed.